Okay, this is what I've actually had sitting on my computer for quite some time. Antichrist, is pretty much just Willem Dafoe and Charlotte Gainsbourg. Now, the weird thing is, whenever you see them naked, it's not actually Willem Dafoe. Sorry, they actually had other people portray some of the more graphic scenes. This one begins with the two main characters, and literally there are three characters in this whole movie. You have Willem Dafoe's character, Charlotte's character, and then you have the child. And the child is barely in this movie. So it begins, of course, with them having a sex sequence, and while that's going on, the baby gets his way out of the crib, and then essentially falls to his death. So from here on out, the rest of the movie is kind of Willem Dafoe being the therapist, as well as kind of the husband lover of Charlotte. So this is primarily her slow transition into complete and utter dementia. This movie is definitely poignant by these two things. Willem Dafoe and Charlotte do a fantastic job with the acting in this movie. I mean, this movie is one of those. It's so psychological and ridiculously deep. When he starts discussing, well, okay, where are you scared to go? It's the Garden of Eden, and it's essentially this forest where she's starting to do some of her work, and her work was based upon, all these horrible atrocities done to women and witch hunts and all these sort of weird, satanical sort of things, and the conversations they have are just, it's ridiculously kind of stiff metaphysical stuff, and it's done in this very elaborate way, because you have two people who are really, really doing a fantastic job when it comes to portraying these really emotionally distraught characters. And then it starts getting weird, and there are scenes of genital mutilation kind of towards the end, as well as a scene where she essentially attaches a grindstone to Willem Dafoe's leg. I mean, she more or less bores a hole through his leg and attaches a grindstone to his how he really can't, walk around and stop her. So you have the slow descent into, the psychological and mental madness. At the same time, there's these weird moments of heightened, aggressive, abusive, sexual tension moments that are just kind of, you go, oh, this is kind of weird. Yeah, I have no idea what is going on with this right now. It's got those moments where it seems like it's making sense, and then all of a sudden there'll be almost a sharp detachment from actual reality, but it's still going on within these two characters. And that makes this movie both really bizarre and really enthralling at the exact same time. Does really anything to do with the actual metaphysical nature of an Antichrist? No, it seems like that was almost, you could call this almost anything. And I think that the title probably, the movie would still be the same, and the title probably wouldn't make that big of a difference. This could have been called The Three Beggars, or this could have been called the Garden of Eden. This could have been called The Forest. This could have been called He and She. The title really doesn't seem to marry exactly well with what's going on in this movie, because it is two people taking a source material and just running with it. I mean, this is what lets you know that Willem Dafoe is an absolutely phenomenal actor. You see somebody go from, really logical all the way to this, chaotic, almost, it's like the descent of both man and woman from the almost like the height of morality into this almost bestial state. And it was done in this just really intense way. So if you get past, the bizarre explicit scenes of sexuality, which almost seemed like it really didn't kind of need to be in there that much, except to kind of give it almost kind of another level of abuse, because you already have the psychological and the mental. And this is a very unique and very almost disturbing movie to sort of watch. Not like Serbian film or anything like that, but it's got that weird level that's both kind of enthralling, at the same time also kind of makes you go, man, this is really twisted. Why am I watching this? But it's enthralling enough that you keep on watching.